So recently I just reported a story about a young lady named Miya in Atlanta, Georgia, whose life was taken by getting hit by a car. And after speaking with the family directly, I wanted to retell the story the right way with key important details so I could do my due diligence, right? Now, at first I reported that her name was Miya Brooks, but I later found out that's not her name. After being able to speak with her aunt directly, she confirmed for me her name was Miya Cunningham. So this is just to confirm that her name is not Miya Brooks, and we need to do our due diligence of telling her story the right way, and it's Miya Cunningham. Now, you don't just take information from anybody, because when you're doing stories like this, everybody reach out to you and just start telling you some bull jive. So to confirm that she say who she say she was, she sent me personal pictures of her with Miya at her graduation. I blurred out her parents, her, and her other family members because she asked me not to expose who they are. Respectfully, she said I could show this message. Now, let's move on to her story. This is becoming a big deal on social media due to the fact that the Forest Park Police Department have came out and said they concluded their investigation and said that there was no malice on her death. And so the family is coming out saying, no, we need this story out because the cops did not do their due diligence and was ill-informed about the facts of this case. So this is what happened. Now, to start the night off, before they go out to the club, they all agree that they're going to pregame in a room together, you know, get their little drink on. And in this room, who are leaving together to the club is Miya, her guy friend T, another guy there who doesn't need to be disclosed, a girl named Deja who just happens to be Miya's neighbor. She lives 4 doors down, and they've been friends for about 10 years, since 2015. Her friend Mickey, and another girl named Alexis. Now, to pop the night off, Miya is on her level. She the life of the party as they pregame. She twerking, she having fun, ooh, ooh. Now, at this moment, Alexis is kind of getting a little irritated because she really just want to go. She don't want to stay in this room. So her and Miya get into a little friction, nothing too serious, but you can tell there's some tension there. So then they decide to leave. So they all begin to leave in 3 separate cars. The first car in the front is her friend T and another guy. The last car is Deja, which is her neighbor, Mickey, which is her friend, and Miya. Now, in this middle car, it's only one person driving. The girl Miya had a little friction with, Alexis, driving a Jeep by herself, and she's in the middle. Now, during this ride, Miya even texts her friend T. The vibe was off and that she should have rolled with him. So her intuition was already telling her something wasn't right. Now, the car in the front, which got T and the other guy in it, which is Miya's close male friend, they missed the exit. So now the black Jeep, Alexis, car's in the front, and they get off at the right exit. Right behind them is the car that Miya is in, along with Mickey and Deja. They stop at the stoplight because they notice, hey, the car with T in it is gone. Miya decides to get out and walk in front of the black car that has Alexis in front of it. And she begins to twerk, having fun at the stoplight. As you can see, Miya is well above the black Jeep, twerking. And then Alexis run her over and continues to run her over. As you can see, her body is lifeless on the ground and she continues to leave. Now, when the police showed up, the reason why this case was closed at the beginning of saying there was no malice because they had no knowledge that there were another car there. But as we can see from the surveillance, there was another car there. She left the scene and came back 2 hours later. Now, the car T was in that got off at the wrong exit finally came around, got off at the right exit, and saw that there was a body in the middle of, the street. So they got out, and then he saw it was Miya. He said, oh my goodness. At that moment, he's talking to Mickey and Deja saying, what the heck happened? And then the police show up. Stop right there. There's discrepancies in the story of saying she never left. But when T came back to see her body laying in the middle of the street, Alexis or that black truck was not there. If it was an accident, why did you leave? Now, later when she did come back, her car was impounded by the police. For some reason, it's not out, but it's because she either had a suspended license or some insurance or broke some type of law. Everybody keeps saying different things, but I'm not about to put out no non-factual information. We know for a fact her car was impounded by the police, and then they concluded, hey, no ill intent, it was an accident. But for those who are reporting on this story saying, hey, the police did their job, the reason why the police concluded that there was no malice intent is because they had no idea all 3 cars were together. They was informed that this was just a random pedestrian that got hit by a car and that they didn't see her. But when you start listening to the whole story and know they had friction, she's in a car by herself. You can always lie and say, hey, I didn't see her. Nobody in the car with you. That's very important. Why did you leave? Why didn't Mickey and Deja hold her accountable and say, bring your ass back here? If this is my homeboy, if this is one of my boys, I'm not letting no motherfucker leave the scene that just unalive me. And then I keep quiet about it. Don't then go to the family about it. Say, hey, this is what happened to your daughter. Blase, blase. Your daughter who I've been friends with since middle school. What the fuck? So in the police recording, Alexis never even said she did not see Miya. The police is the one who low-key kind of coerced her into saying it. Because he states, I'm thinking she probably didn't see her. He ain't get that from Alexis. Now that's what her making her have that story of saying, you know what? I did not see her. Because at first everybody was just keeping quiet. And for everybody who lived in Atlanta before, I lived there for 2 years. We all know Atlanta police don't want to do shit. They about the laziest police. And then we dealing with black women. It could be a whole shooting or a whole robbery. You call the police, they don't even show up. I experienced it before. I'm like, well, what the fuck is going on down here? So this story definitely needs to bring attention to it. I was almost done with reporting stories, but when the family themselves told me, yo, we really do want this story out, I'm like, fuck it. When you got to call it, you got to call it. So I need everybody to share this story to put some pressure on the Forest Park Police Department to say, hell nah, you motherfuckers. You ain't concluded no investigation. You was uninformed. You was uninformed. With that being said, this is a story of just being irresponsible, being jealous, being envy, and just having a fucked up mentality, bro. I think all parties are involved. Even if you didn't do it directly, for you to watch your friend be unalived and don't say nothing about it and cover up who did it and why they did it, that is some low down shit. That's some dirty ass shit. So, RIP, my condolences to the family, and justice for Miya Cunningham. If y'all know something, come through. It's gonna be a lot of people hitting people DM saying, yo, I'm a family member, or I was there, that. Don't report shit if they're not giving you receipts. I always make sure I do my due diligence. If when I'm speaking to somebody, they have to tell me. So y'all gonna see a lot of more people picking this story up and saying, yeah, this is what I know. If they ain't showing no receipts of people confirming they are who they say they are, it's just a bunch of bull jive. I don't play that. It's just a fuck. We should know what kind of people is in our neighborhoods. And them girls that was around her, that's some dirty shit. All right, man. Justice for Miya. Y'all